Bless to
That's my son, my daughter-in-law, and the children
a
from Cape Town.
blessing.
Okay.
Baba, can you mind him?
Time. It was the only main transport to utilize while you are around here in the beautiful city of Durban. So today, the tour is currently serve as part of our Durban icon. So it's one of the experiences that you can enjoy while you're around here in the city of Durban. They normally park here on the left-hand side. Unfortunately, due to the weather, they are not around here. But you can see one there on the far right-hand side. Under the shelter there. It's decorated with African colors, and the rickshaw pullers wear items that are influenced by African colors. On the rickshaw puller's head there is a bullhorn. That bullhorn symbolizes the strength of the rickshaw puller. The steel structure that you see here on our right hand side, that is shaped like the bullhorn at the top. It is called by the rickshaw monument. It is there to commemorate the 18th century existence of the two-wheel rickshaw carriage. This bus is called by the Durban rickshaw bus, which was named after the Durban icon, the two-wheel rickshaw carriage. A single trip in the two-wheel rickshaw carriage, it cost is 50 rand. A trip along the stretch of the beachfront area. A customized trip, they charge you according to the distance that you wish to travel along the stretch of the beachfront area. So today they serve as part of our Durban experience. One of the experiences that you can enjoy here on the stretch of the Golden Mile. On the stretch of the Golden Mile. They utilize these empty containers of water to fill the seawater. When they fill the seawater, they normally sell it to the visitors that are visiting here in the stretch of the Golden Mile. We as Africans, we are having a belief that the seawater, it chases away the bad evil, the bad luck, the bad curses, including the tuberculosis. That is the reason why you will keep on seeing these guys that are carrying empty containers of water. We're utilizing these empty containers of water to fill the seawater so that they can sell it to the visitors that are visiting here in the stretch of the Golden Mile. Whenever they are filling the seawater on these containers, they must ensure that there is a sea sand underneath, because there is a belief that says if there's no sea sand, the seawater will disappear at night and return back to the ocean. On the far left hand side, if you're looking on a certain distance of the sea, you will see that there are red balls. These red balls are lining along the KZN coastal land beaches. Under these red balls, there are nets which are being installed by the KZN Sharks Board. The KZN Sharks Board, it is a statutory body that is based at Ushaka, which is there to protect our KZN coastal land beaches. Each and every morning, the KZN Sharks Board, they normally check these nets or assess these nets to ensure that there isn't any dangerous marine creature that has been caught on this net. Once if they've caught a shark on this net, they don't kill it, but they take it so that they are able to trace the movement of that shark species. Their headquarters, which are located at Ushaka, that is where they do education about the behavior of the shark species, the lifespan of the shark species. So it's one of the places of interest that you can visit while you're around here in the city of Durban, the KZN Sharks Board. So they exhibit the shark species, how does it look like inside, as well as showing you the documentary of their work. On our right hand side, we are having the Eddington Hospital. This is the second site of the Eddington Hospital. The first site of the Eddington Hospital, which was located in Victoria Embankment, which is currently known as Marketing Avenue. They moved into the current location during the year of 1879. The Eddington Hospital was named after Sir Henry Eddington, who was a Great Britain Prime Minister around the year of 1801. So it is a public hospital that functions under the Department of Health of South Africa, under the slogan that is called Baba Chopele, which means putting people first. So the Eddington Hospital is a public hospital which forms a part of the fewest public hospitals in South Africa that are on the beachfront area, or that are located on the beachfront area. On our right hand side, they're having the Creamwood building with a dark brown roof. That used to be the Eddington Children's Hospital. The building is no longer being used due to financial issues. Now they're having plans to revamp it so that it can work as KwaZulu-Natal Children's Hospital. So the building serves part of our national monument due to its own architectural style. On our left, we have these doors that are lining here on the stretch of the beachfront area. In these doors, you can hire pedal cars, bikes, surfboards that you can utilize here in the stretch of the Golden Mile. We are now exiting the Eddington suburb area. We are heading now to Ushaka Marine. Ushaka Marine is located on the 12 o'clock direction Ushaka Marine was officially opened in 2004 in April. Ushaka Marine consists of 8 different sections. The section that we're currently facing on a 12 o'clock direction, that is a section that is called by the Wet and Wild section. The Wet and Wild section is a section that has different numbers of slides, including pools that you can jump in between. The Wet and Wild section, it is built in a form of a jungle. It's imitating the jungle style. So it's one of the sections that you can visit inside there. On our left, we have an entry point here that is designated for school buses. Whenever the school, they are visiting the section that is called by the seawall. At the seawall, there is an underground aquarium. The underground aquarium, which is built around 5 ship range. The ship is called by the canton. It has an above entry as well as the top entry. On the far left hand side, we have this big white switch tent. That is a dolphin stadium. That is whereby the dolphin show is taking place. That is whereby the dolphin show us their skills, their creativity, how they communicate with humans. That is one of the most entertaining shows. You shouldn't miss while you're around here in the beautiful city of Durban. So the dolphin show is taking place inside there at Ushaka Marine SeaWorld section. Also there, the SeaWorld section, you'll find the Aquarium Educational Center. At the Aquarium Educational Center, that is where you'll get a chance to learn about different types of marine creatures such as crab shark, the hammerhead shark, the local cat shark, and the spinner shark. Those are some of the shark species that are kept inside the Ushaka Marine Aquarium Educational Center. We are now joining the King Shaka Avenue. The King Shaka Avenue take us straight to the main entry point of Ushaka Marine. At the main entry point of Ushaka Marine, there is big jaws of the big shark species there, which is called by the Megalodon. The Megalodon was once a shark species that was existing in our ocean number of years ago. So those big jaws over there, they are commemorating the life of the Megalodon shark species. Also taking note the Ushaka Marine, it is built in a form of a Zulu homestead, which we call it by Umuzi in Zulu. So these big thatch domes, they imitate the Zulu Rondavel architecture style, which we call them by Oku standards, which were made by laminated wood, pole, as well as with the thatch grass. Inside the Ushaka Marine, there are also other sections such as Ushaka Village Walk. At Ushaka Village Walk, that is whereby you can enjoy the food and shopping, ranging in number of hotels, ranging from the curio shops, craft shops, clothing shops, eateries that are located inside here at Ushaka Village Walk. There's also a section called by the chimpanzee, the dangerous creature zone, the kids zone. Those are some of the other sections that you can visit inside here at Ushaka Marine. For more information, you can inquire at our tourism information office, as well as the tourism inside the port. There is a ship there. You see that white, red ship? It's called by the. It's trying to turn that ship so that it can dock well there at the Durban port terminal. So I'll speak about the tower later that is displaying at green light. On our left, we are passing the green and the white bus here. This one is called by the People Mover Commuters Transport. It's one of the main cheapest and the safest public transport that you can utilize while you're around here in the city of Durban. The People Mover Commuters Transport start to operate early in the morning until late times at night. It is a bus that has 3 routes. It has the city central route, the Pond Waterfront area route, as well as the beachfront area route. It's easy to spot to identify the stop of the People Mover bus. You will see with the sign with the post written People Mover bus. That is where you can hop on as well as hop off on the People Mover bus. Single trip, it costs R6 per person. A ticket that you can utilize for a day, hop on, hop off, R16.50. So it's one of the main cheapest and the safest public transport. We are now driving through the Pond Waterfront area. This whole area is called by the Pond Waterfront area. It's one of the oldest urban areas here in the city of Durban. As we are driving through around in this area, we'll notice a number of old buildings. These old buildings, they are protected by the Department of Heritage as well as Amafa Trust because they serve as part of our heritage and they also narrate our history. The red brick building with the tall windows here at the top in front, that used to be the Point Prison site. Opposite it used to be the Point Prison Administrative Building, which was later converted into the Hostel of the Area Workers. Currently, it serves as an office apartment for different numbers of small organizations. As we are driving through the Pond waterfront area, we'll notice a number of developments. These developments, they are part of the Civic initiative, which is called by Invest in Durban. Invest in Durban has invited investors, local and international, to come and invest in our Durban infrastructure. Around here in the Pond waterfront area, we have the Pond waterfront area commonly located on the left-hand side. We are having Wazulu Cruise Terminal, a recently constructed cruise terminal, as well as residential apartment developments that are taking place around in this area. On our left bottom, we are having the small water canal. On this small water canal, this is where Ushaka Marine incubates baby hammerhead shark. Those baby hammerhead sharks are 40 centimeters big. Once if they are growing up, they are normally being taken inside the Ushaka Marine for education as well as for shows. So this blue signboard over here, they talk more into details about the baby hammerhead shark that are being incubated in this small fence area. In this small water canal, you can enjoy activities such as hiring those yellow paddle boats, the black gondola boats, and then you can enjoy the ride of those boats here in the stretch of the small water canal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes I'll go down because of the rain, so but I will continue with the commentary, so you'll be able to hear me via your headset while I'm doing the commentary.
I hear you very well.
Yes, because I'm just standing with the rain here.
Yes, yeah, that's right. It's right off.
If you want, you can sit there. There's no one sitting there.
Huh?
You can sit there. Prophet is...
He will return.
No, he won't return. It's raining.
No, no when you want to come back. Oh, no. Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Alright. So he's going to come back. Alright, the first two buildings here on our right hand side, that is the home of the Zulu newspaper, which is called by Ilanga Natal. Ilanga newspaper was founded in the year of 1903 by Dr. John Langabale. Dr. John Langabale was the first African Durbanite to receive an overseas education at Durban College in USA. And also he was the first president of the African National Congress. And also he was the first African to found the Zulu Christian Industrial School, which is called by Ushaka. Currently it has been converted into the high school. So Dr. Gerald Dube's house is located at Unfiltered Road. It has been converted into a public museum. That's where our first democratic president, Dr. Nelson Mandela, decided to cast his first democratic vote during the first historical election of the year 1994.
We have our church meeting here.
So Dr. Gerald Dube's house, one of the place of interest that you can visit at Inanda Heritage Route. Also at Inanda Heritage Route, you find Mahatma Gandhi's house. Mahatma Gandhi was a guy from India who sent to South Africa around the year of 1893. When Mahatma Gandhi came to South Africa, he experienced the oppression during the time because we had a number of acts such as separate amenities. When he sat on a section of three, he sat on a section of white only instead of non-white, and then he was thrown out from the train. By doing so, he ended up deciding to reside here in South Africa to fight against the oppression that the people were facing. His house is located at Queen's Settlement. That is where he instilled his philosophy of the Satyagraha, as well as passive resistance. This place, that is where he used to print Indian opinion newspaper, a newspaper that was called by Indian opinion newspaper. We are now driving through the port mouth. So this whole area is called by the port mouth. This is where ships enter as well as exiting in our Durban port. The port was officially established during the year of 1824 by the British delegation that was led by Sir King James, Sir Henry Francis Finn. They came and negotiated with the Zulu King Ushaka, who granted them a 25-mile strip of land along the coast to open a trading post, which is currently known as the Durban Harbour or as the Durban Port. Here on the 12 o'clock direction, we are having the Pond waterfront area promenade located here in front of us. So the Durban Port is divided into different subsections. Within the Durban Port, we find the Durban Coal Terminal, the Durban Chemical Terminal, the Durban Heavy Duty Machinery Terminal, the Durban Car Terminal, the Durban Passenger Cruise Terminal, and the Durban Container Port Terminal. Those are the subsections that are located inside here at the Durban Port. So from here, the port mouth all the way up the Durban Port Terminal on the left hand side across. Here on our left, you have the Waste Management Center that has been given a nice look, but it's still working as a waste management center. Here in front, we have this round concrete structure. This is called by the Season Retaining Center. This is the center that is there to keep the season level balance inside. So this is there are other offices around here in the city of Durban of the government. Across on the left, we're having those white and the brown towers. That is where we find the Durban Chemical Terminal as well as the Durban Petroleum Terminal located across on the left hand side. On our left, just doing minor work. So it's called by KwaZulu Cruise Terminal. So it is a recently cruise terminal that we are hoping to attract a number of international cruise ships such as MSC as well as other international cruise ships. On our left hand side. On our right across we have the Creamwhite building. That is where the first Winnie Fight company offices.
Okay, it's shop your folks, die is hier al met kan. Als schrift.
The blue roof building that is called by the Queen's Warehouse, one of the transient private property that deals with bulk cargo, bulk containerized items. On the left, next to the Queen's Warehouse, we are having the Durban dock and the Durban car terminal that is here on the left hand side. So that is the smallest size of the ship. There is a middle size, there is by the John Ross House. So it's called by the Roma Revolving Restaurant. We are still going to pass closer to this restaurant, which is known as the Roma Revolving Restaurant. It is an Italian restaurant instead on top of the building called by the John Ross House. On our left, we are having the main entrance to the Roro Terminal. This is where you enter if you are visiting the Roro Terminal. Marketing artist was one of the ladies that marched against the Casino to Union Building, so the street was named after her. On our left hand side, we're having the Gap Grand Brick building. It's called by the South African Reserve of Revenue building that does with the customs and exercise duties. Located here on our left hand side. Here on the right hand side across we are having the second tallest building that is called by the John Ross House. It was named after the young Scottish boy called by Mr. John Ross. Mr. John Ross, we travel a distance from here to Delagoa, which is currently known as Maputo, to look for medical supplement as well as for the ship fitment for the European settlers who are settling here in Natal. The stage that we see on our right hand side, that is the stage that is there. It's in terms of take it straight all the way up to the top to the Roma Revolving Restaurant. That is nested on the building, which is called by the John Ross House.
Where in the Tosma? Yeah, holy shit happened.
Right on the left hand side, we are having this is a place of interest that we can visit while around here, the city of Durban, to learn more about the history of the port, as well as the first ship that arrived during the early stages. On the left, we are going to pass the stage of the main of the port. Remember, in South Africa during the year of 1910, we used to have 4 colonial provinces. There was the Cape Colony, the Natal Colony, the Orange River Colony, the Transvaal Colony. So Cape and the Natal Colony was colonized by the British. The Orange River and the Transvaal was colonized by the Dutch. When the Dutch entered Witwatersrand, Pietermaritzburg all the way down here to the city of Durban. They surrounded the British Army camp, which was based in Durban. Then they surrounded the British Army camp. This man on the horse managed to escape and rode a horse from here to Grahamstown in 10 days' time to look for backup from the fellow other British brothers. So the statue that we see on the left-hand side, this is a statue that is there to commemorate the life of Mr. Dickin, who rode a horse from here to Grahamstown in 10 days' time to look for backup from the fellow army British brothers. Then they managed to defeat the four trekkers of the Dark Trekkers around the British Army camp, which was basically a German. So it was accompanied by the blue staff front building with a green roof. That used to be the gentleman's club back in the days. That's where gentlemen used to gather and do things that are only related to gentlemen. So now it has been converted into the hotel that is called by the Durban Manor Hotel. It's one of the finest buildings. It has that Victorian Art Deco style. Across on the left hand side, they're having the Point Yacht Mall. The Point Yacht Mall is the home of more than 200 yachts, ranging from corporate yachts, private yachts, fishing yachts. So the place is called by the Point Yacht Mall. On the left, before the traffic light, on the traffic light, there is a left hand which takes you inside into the Durban port. That is where you'll find service providers for boat cruise tours, eateries, entertainment, sports, located inside here at the Durban port. This is the main entrance to the Durban port. This is where we'll enter if we are visiting the Durban port. Containers. There is the Durban High Court. The Durban High Court is where the first Eddington Hospital used to be located before it was moved into the current location. On the left hand side, across, we are having those white and red steel structures. Those are called by tower crane, the network load as well as loading containers. Then the Durban container port terminal, which is located across on the left-hand side. Inside the Durban port, we have those in the red marker, we call them by the board, the marker boys. They are there to navigate small as well as big crafters whenever they're traveling inside the Durban port. For boat cruise tours, eateries, entertainment, sports, located there at the Wilson. If you are continuing with the streets on our left-hand side, you'll find the biggest townships in South Africa. A lot of townships was named after the river called by Umlaza. Umlaza river was named by the Blue King, King Shark. When the king was passing in the area, he tested the water of the river. He said the tasting sour is like Umlaza. Umlaza, this is a Zulu word that describes the sour milk or fermented milk. Then he named the river Umlaza, and then the name of the river was adopted and became the name of the whole township, which is called by Umlazi or Umlazi Township. Umlazi Township is one of the fewest townships that has its own registration plate. If you see as well as students, the value of the residential apartment along the street, it has dropped down. Number of residential apartments, the monthly rental fee is very low due to number of illegal activities that are taking place around in this area. That's why the value of the residential apartment has gone down. So it's known as Russell Street. Alright, so the following crossing street, the crossing street here, looking through the passage here on the right hand side, you'll see, look on the left, there is the bit of KwaZulu-Natal there, up on the hill, that is listed there, then up on the hill, that is the Howard campus, that is listed there up on the hill, all the way down to the beachfront area. So if you are looking through here on the right hand side, you'll see now all the way down to the beachfront area. So this one is used to be known as West Street. Here on our left, we have the Old Durban Cemetery, which is also known as the West Street Cemetery. Inside the Old Durban Cemetery, we have the separate one for the Muslim community. The one for the Muslim community you'll see with a big white dome with a gold car on the top. The separate one for the Muslim community. On our right hand side, We're having the red brick buildings called by the St. Emmanuel Cathedral Church, which is also known as the Mother Church. Inside the St. Emmanuel Cathedral Church, you'll find a grave of Dennis Harley as well as Dennis Harley Center located inside here at the St. Emmanuel Cathedral Church. It's from the part of the Catholic Church, the St. Emmanuel Cathedral Church. On the fourth traffic light from here, those two last traffic lights there on the 12 o'clock direction. On the left, you'll find an entry point which will be taking you to the multi-market. Multi-market is a traditional medicinal market. At the multi-market, you'll find all those types of healers there at the multi-market. You'll find the potions such as the cleansering potion, the potion for good luck as well as love potions. You will get it there at the multi-market between those two red traffic lights on the left-hand side. It is where you enter if you are visiting the multi-market. So those men that are crashing there, those are called by traditional medicine are crash out there on the left side. They crash traditional medicine in order to become one kind power. Here on our right hand side, we are having the pink white building with a pink color. That is called by the Victoria Market. The Victoria Market has more than 40 stores, ranging from jewelry stores, spice stores, African traditional outfit, beadwork, arts and craft. It's a popular stop for local visitors as well as for international visitors, the Victoria Market. We are now driving on the streets. It's called by Victoria Street, but the locals, they call the street by White Donosa. Due to the number of clothes here are being sold here on the pavement area, so whenever you want to buy these clothes, you have to take them from the ground. So when you are bending and taking your clothes from the ground, showing us your back, you say, when you are bending and showing us your back, in Zulu we say we are Donosa. That's why the street is popular known as White Donosa. Zulu King here showed on the wall. We are now joining the street called by Dr. A.B. Juma Street. The street used to be known as a commercial street. Along the street you'll find fabric related retail that sells wedding garments, African attire, smart outfit, as well as fabric. So located along the street called by Dr. A.B. Juma, which used to be known as a commercial street. Direction, we're having the Kumai building with the red roof. That used to be the train workshop. It is where train used to be fixed. So now it has been converted into the shopping center called by the workshop shopping center. But it used to be the train workshop. So now it has been converted into the shopping center called by the workshop. The red brick building here on our left hand side, that used to be an old train station. So now it has been converted into the home that is called by the Korea College of Technology. The Krim building here on our left hand side. This is the biggest original post office. This used to be known as our town hall before the year of 1910. So now the building itself is the biggest original post office. Here on our right hand side, we are having Allen Francis Square 1 Square Garden. At the Allen Francis Square 1 Square Garden, you find the statue of Queen Victoria, the statue of the first Prime Minister of Natal, including the Hall of Honor, which honored all the soldiers that died during the Anglo-Boer War. In front of the Allen Francis Square 1 Square Garden, we have the Durban City Hall. The Durban City Hall was designed by the man called by Stanley Hudson. Stanley Hudson was inspired by the City Hall that is located in Belfast in Northern Ireland. So the Durban City Hall serves as an administrative hub for our city mayor as well as our city manager. This is where you find the offices inside here at the Durban City Hall. On the second floor of the Durban City Hall, you'll find an art gallery as well as the Science Museum. The Science Museum is the smallest and the most visited museum inside here at the Durban City Hall. Alright, so now right hand side, you have the Kumite building here on the right. This is called by Old Potash Museum. This is a museum that has documented the rich history of the city of Durban. The people that we call them by the name of trekkers, people who contributed towards the development of the city. It also exhibits the number, the first retail. Alright, here on our left hand side, we're having the South African Reserve Bank. So this is the regional Reserve Bank that is there to monitor the flow of monetary as well as the sustainable growth of our economy. So it is the ICC as an indoor arena as well as a convention center. In 2007, the ICC was renamed as an Ushaka Chip Complex. The Ushaka Chip those are some of the events that today which have took place inside here at the ICC. The main camp. Yesterday ICC, it was closed during the time of the COVID-19 lockdown restrictions. So due to that, it was not making enough income to keep it sustainable. It was a 5-star hotel. Forms a part of the best hotels around here in the city of Durban. So it's called by the Hilton. Now they are waiting for the new investor to there. There is a park that is called by the Kukuzamini Park, because they must have the lady from Rama Kukuzamini. Kukuzamini was the first one in the township of Rama. It restored the Tiger entrance status of Baba. The building source was gone to there, and then the park was named after her, called by the Kukuzamini Park. It used to be an old native administrative building during the time of the Amusha Museum is exhibit the use of the removal of Afghan from the urban areas to the township. The formation of the township, the hard urban system that was used to recruit Afghan for job placement.
About to die, but it's okay. This is where the Durban July is. The toilet is underneath, I can smell it. You smell the toilet. This is where the race course is, wow. Where? Look, it goes high. It's high, Baba. Hey, scary. Scary. Don't. How high the buildings are. Nice place. I also got it on my side earlier. This is a high-end area, you can see. Mass grave. Okay. Uh-huh. Nice. Okay, bye.